All right, it's Ron Goodall, FightHype.com. I'm joined with Abraham Nova when he takes this fight against Andre Cortez on June 21st at Fontainebleau in Las Vegas. Junior lightweight co-feature. First and foremost, how's everything been?
Hey, everything's been good. Thanks to God, everything's been great. Training camp is great. How's everything on your end?
Oh, great, man. I'm excited to cover this fight. I know this fight over time, it seems like it's been built up. A little bad blood has gone at the press conference and things like that. Wanting to get your thoughts on this fight actually being materialized and you guys are actually fighting.
It's a great fight. Yeah. Like I think I remember last time we had the press conference. He called me out talking about he'll beat me up or he'll beat both of the fighters up in one night. And I told him to be careful what he wished for, and his wish has came true. So now he has to be very careful because June 21st he's gonna catch his first L.
Now, out here in Vegas, I did come across his brother and trainer, Louis, which I did let him know that I was going to interview you, and he told me, maybe this might be fight words built up, but he quote said, "Tell him that says F you and your blonde bee beard." Just your thoughts on, I guess him trying to do some of the trash talking for for his brother.
Yeah, yeah, no, I expect nothing but that or even more from them. I know they're very verbal and I know they try to get into fighters' mind and get them out their comfort zone and get them, aroused and going. But they don't know that that doesn't work with me. What I mean, I have Jesus in my life. I have a lot of peace. So he could say whatever they want to say. They could call me the N word. They could call me blonde beer, mustard beer, whatever they want to say. It's not going to change what's going to happen June 21st in that ring because all that talking is very irrelevant because your mouth don't do no work. It's your fist. So I'm excited that he was able that he was gonna say that because it's exactly what I expected from him, and it's exactly what I'm expecting him at the press conference, at the weigh-ins. A lot of trash talking, but I'm mentally ready, mentally aware. It's definitely not getting to me.
I'm sure your confidence is pretty high. Not saying, your last fight, you didn't get the
Yeah,
quote decision, but what did you
yeah.
think about your performance against Oshaki Foster,
Oh yeah, it was a good fight. It was a good performance. I gave it my best. I tried. It was a great fight. I hope we could run it back, do it again. But definitely great learning experience for me. I learned a lot in that fight. Learned what type of fighter I am, what I'm capable of doing with those high elite fighters, and I'm just ready to show my skills and show my experience on June 21st against Andres Cortez.
What coming off that fight, I'm sure your confidence is high that where Andres hasn't fought for a world championship title or things like that. Do you
Mhm.
think that experience that you've had even before that world championship fight, but even added to it, that just builds to the fact that that's why maybe Andre won't be ready for you?
Absolutely. Yes, yes, the experience itself says it all, but my skill set and my pedigree on how I face these fighters and dethrone these fighters says a lot. The type of fighters that I fought and how I beat them says a lot as well. Like I said, Andres Cortez, I take nothing away from him. He's a good fighter. I have a lot nothing but respect for him. And I respect fighters. I respect boxers. He's done a great thing in the boxing game. He's beat some good fighters, but I feel like my experience and my skill set is just better than his, and we'll see. You will see me. You guys will see me shine June 21st, and we'll see me. You guys will see the difference between me and Andres Cortez.
And, to just touch on the journey you've been getting to this point is pretty interesting because I feel like there were certain setbacks in your career, but then from like the Robisi fight, but then afterwards it seemed like your trajectory of your performances of things have probably overachieved what a lot of maybe critics, media guys, or naysayers probably didn't think that you would be able to accomplish. So what were
Yeah.
you able to do in that transition to be, the better version of yourself? From then to now.
The main thing is not being emotionally and be willing to learn and understand that you got to take a couple of steps back and you got to look at your performance in your fight, and whether you win or you lose you have to learn from those. So when I fought the Verbasi fight, of course my ego was hurt, my pride was hurt, but I had to be like, hey, if I want to grow from this I have to go back, watch this tape regardless. I don't want to look at it but see what I have to work on and understand that yes, this is boxing. These things happen, but in order to grow, not just in boxing, but in life, we have to be very, we have to criticize and we have to be very strategic with ourselves. And that's what I did. I seen all my mistakes. I understand all my flaws. I fixed a lot of things with my nutritionist, with my skill set, with my trainers and my defense. I fixed a lot of things, and I was able to grow and get better. And same thing with the fight with Shocky Foster. I see a lot of gaps, stuff that I did wrong, and you have to be honest within yourself, because a lot of times we don't want to say these things, but you have to be honest. Like, I did this wrong, I did that wrong. Let's fix this, and that's what we're doing now. We're fixing all our bad flaws and mistakes, and that's how you're able to grow and learn from these losses and become the fighter that you want to be, and that the fans want to see you be.
So my last couple set of questions, I appreciate you taking the time. You've been in the ring with a lot of people, not just professional, but sparring. And I'm sure you probably know where I might going with this. I think you did an interview with Southpaw. I think I saw in clips. It seemed like some stuff between you and Devin Haney kind of materialized. Just kind of what just came about, I guess, with some of the comments of you guys on Twitter back and forth.
You know, me and Devin Haney had sparred in the past, and Devin Haney is a great fighter. And Southpaw TV did an interview with me, and I can't lie. I just can't lie. And he told me how the sparring go, and I said the sparring went good. I feel like I got the better out of Devin after the second session, because the first session he wanted to spar me right off the plane. That's when I got landed there, so he got me better for jet lag. And we got some good work and this and that. And I guess Devin Haney saw it, and then he wanted to say that he sparred me with one hand and this, that, and the third. I'm like, whoa, one hand, really? You're gonna, out of all things you're gonna say, you sparred me with one day? He said you kicked me out of training camp. I was there the whole entire time. I never been kicked out, never told to leave and nothing. If anything, I was sparring him. We sparred a couple sessions. He ended up sparring with some Mexican fighters who was way below me and smaller than me. I'm like, why are you sparring them and not sparring me? I'm like way better than these fighters. But that tells you that, they didn't want to make it seem like, okay, we're gonna kick Nova out because he's giving us good work. We can't kick him out, because so we kept them there, and then we hired other guys. But Devin Haney has a lot of, like I said, has a lot of clout, has a lot of fans, and his whatever he'll say, it will justify, and it will be, people believe um before I say anything, because he has, the credibility. I really don't. But honestly, um it was good work between me and him. I say I got the better end of the stick um throughout the other sessions. But that was it. And he had his verbal words saying that I'm a fraud, and say that he sparred me with one hand and kicked me out. But that's the biggest lie that you could come up with. Trust me. Um, Definitely did not spar me with one hand. Definitely did not kick me out of his training camp. So yeah, that's what we went back and forth. And then I said, hey, if I'm a fraud, just imagine what you are. And I told him to take his L like a grown man, and to keep moving forward. And that was the end of that.
You know, um, with you've also sparred Teo, and I know that it might be after going back and forth with Devin. Not saying that we're human. It's not saying that it affect us impressionably, but do you feel that Teo would be able to beat Devin, especially after the Ryan Garcia fight? You know that.
Yeah, Tio demolishes Devin. Devin's a good fighter, but styles makes fight, and that style for Tio would, he would hurt Devin. Tio has punching power on both hands, good ring IQ, good skill sets. Devin does has good skills. Don't get me wrong, he has good skills, but Devin fights one way the whole entire time. And you guys could see that with the Ryan Garcia fight. You guys could see that with the Lomachenko fight. And Devin's a weight bully. He's a lot bigger than these fighters. And he likes to use his size to get advantage of these fighters. But yeah, in my analysis of sparring both fighters, I feel like Tio is the more powerful and better fighter, especially in a professional fight. I could see in sparring how Devin Haney could get off with that sparring. That you got big gloves, headgear, whatnot. But I could see in a professional fight, little gloves, 12 rounds. You know, all stake is there. I could see Lopez, putting some damage on to Devin Haney.
Tio's about to fight Steve Claggart, and there's Ryan Garcia, there's Matias. I mean, do you feel that Tio might probably be the best, if not already the best at 140?
Well, you have to say he's the best. He's the lineal champion. He beat the best fighter. He beat Josh Taylor. He demolished him. So yes, you would have to say that even though Subriel Matias is a good fighter, but we all know what he's gonna do. So that you could take his best weapon, which is his pressure. You could take that away, and then Ryan Garcia, we never know what's going on with him. You never know if he's gonna come in weight. You never know what string he's gonna pull. I feel like the best, the most complete fighter mentally, physically, spiritually is Teofimo Lopez. He has the whole package. He's in there the whole way. So if I would have to say who's the best fighter, it would have to be Lopez. Not being biased, not being nothing, but I'm just putting the stats how it looks, and he's the most complete fighter in every aspect that we speak about, physically, mentally, and spiritually. He's the best fighter.
Well, my last question with you is that June 21st, you'll be facing Andre Cortez. What would a win against Andre, what would it do for you? What would place you? And what can you tell the fight fans who'll be tuning in on ESPN or in Las Vegas if they're rolling up to the Fontainebleau?
A win, getting a win over Andre Cortez on June 21st is gonna put me back on that world title contention. Hopefully we get a world title shot next soon, and put me back right in that mix again, fighting for a world title. And it's gonna be great. I expect nothing but fireworks. Like I said, a lot of respect to Andre Cortez. He's a good fighter, but he's not in my level. A lot of respect. Him and his brother have been doing a great thing. They got this far, but uh, sorry to say, but their streak is gonna end June 21st. But nothing but respect. I respect every fighter out there. And because I know what it takes to get in that ring, and the sacrifice and the blood, sweat, and tears that we do in order to compete and be at this level. So a lot of respect to this fighter. But June 21st, I have to also have confidence and believe in them within myself, and know that I also have a family to feed, and I have dreams and goals. And come June 21st, I will become victorious. And I definitely, after that fight, hopefully I'll be fighting for a world title.
Awesome. Appreciate it.
Thank you so much.